MTR is an iconic restaurant from Bangalore, India. We have authentic South Indian food. We are from last 100 years.
When three brothers opened a breakfast place 100 years ago, they'd never imagined they'd invent recipes to survive World War II, a national emergency, nor could they have known they'd have branches all around the world 100 years later.
During World War II, there was a shortage of rice in India. Instead of closing the shop, Mr. Egna Narayana Maya created a new version of Idli. MTR isn't just a restaurant, it's a legacy that we carry forward every day. When guests say they love our food, it means they felt that same warmth and authenticity that's been a part of MTR for over 100 years.
Join us as we discover the food and stories of MTR 1924. This restaurant's history is engraved on these walls as posters, almost as if to imprint its story onto this very building. Therefore, as food is presented to us, I shall read stories of MTR's history to you.
Hi, my name is Lingraj and I am the restaurant manager at MTR 1924 Thailand, located at Bangalore. MTR was founded by the Maya family in Bangalore, India, 1924. Began with the three brothers who opened a small restaurant called the Brahmin's Cafe Club and Lalbagh Fort Road. Over time it grew up to Mavalli Tiffin Room, we simply call as MTR. And today MTR continues to be owned and managed by the Maya family, who have proudly carried forward their family's legacy. Early days they served simple tiffin items like idli, dosa and filter coffee. Yes, the old age dish our menu is definitely a Masala Dosa, which has been served since our early days in Bangalore.
The year was 1920, when three brothers, Parameshwaya Maya, Ganapaya Maya, and Yagnana Rayana Maya left the small, sleepy coastal hamlet, Panampally, in Karnataka, a state in southern India, in search of greener pastures and found their way to Bangalore.
Dosa, which we use to make rice, the overnight we do the grinding, we make as a batter, and later we use it for the next day. Fermentation will happen.
Being proficient in cooking, he found employment as cooks in the homes of some prominent people of those times. In 1924, Parameshwara Maya, with encouragement and assistance from his employer, decided to start a small restaurant in Lalbagh Fort Road in Bangalore, along with Ganapaya Maya, called the Brahmin Coffee Club, serving coffees and idli.
Masala Dosa is a crispy rice and lentil crepe filled with spiced mashed potato and served with chutneys and sambar. We take all the masalas from MTR, from the India, to give the same quality, same taste all over the world what we do in Bangalore. Harder to get some ingredients, still we manage to take from the India. We don't compromise on the quality. Tiffin, it's a morning breakfast. So we call it a tiffin in India, morning breakfast. But when started as a tiffin, then it's lunch and dinner throughout the day. What is the set dosa? Benne Masala Dosa.
Five years later, on the death of Parameshwara Maya, Yagnana Rayana Maya joined his brother in running the restaurants. For the next 3 decades, Yagnana Rayana Maya or Yagnapa as he was called affectionately, managed the restaurant effortlessly and brought the restaurant accolades and fame. In 1951, he decided to undertake a tour of Europe to study how restaurants in those parts function. He returned an enlightened man, impressed with the standards of cleanliness, hygiene, discipline, and practices adhered to by the restaurants there. On his return, he brought in quite a few changes to the restaurant.
It's our signature dish, and Masala Dosa also our signature dish. Benne Masala Dosa, it's a butter. We use the butter to prepare the dosa. We have onion Rava dosa, onion Rava Masala Dosa.
Yagnapa raised the bar by introducing new standards of hygiene, health, and sanitation. He introduced sterilization of utensils and cutlery. He distributed small booklets on health and proper eating habits. He also opened up the kitchen to the scrutiny of customers. The restaurant was thereafter named Mavalli Tiffin Room, MTR, after the locality where it was situated. In 1960, the restaurant shifted to its present location on Langbad Road and grew in stature and name. MTR became a landmark.
There were breakfast staples of Bangalore. But MTR made them exceptional through attention to detail. So freshly ground batters, pure ghee and highly quality ingredients. The menu gradually grew to include the Bisibele bath, Kesri bath, Vada and South Indian meals, but the foundation has always been authenticity. So overnight again we do the rice, we grind it and then we keep overnight for fermentations, and after that we prepare the idli. It's our process to prepare it.
The kitchen has always been a place hidden away from the dining area of any restaurants. Some restaurants these days have see-through glass panes in the kitchen wall to showcase the cleanliness of the kitchen. But way back in the 60s, Yagnapa pioneered an even more radical concept: walk-through kitchen. He threw the kitchen open to the scrutiny of the customers. He even designed the restaurant such that the customer had to walk through the kitchen to reach the dining area and got to see firsthand the high standards of cleanliness and hygiene observed by MTR. The fact that even before the customer sat on the table, his senses had been sufficiently piqued by the aromas of freshly ground coffee and pure ghee, which was an added bonus.
So idli is like a softened, fluffy steamed cake made with fermented rice and lentil batter. Served with green chutney and lentil sambar. Udin Vada, it is like a fried lentil donut served with sambar and chutney. Customers love to have with idli, and it's like a snacks like that vada, and they want to taste with the idli and then Udin Vada both. Bisibele bath, a warm, comforting dish made of rice, lentils, tamarind and aromatic spices finished with ghee. Spices, curry leaves, tamarind pulp, served with raita. Raita, it is a curd we mix with onion and curd and we prepare our authentic way. During World War II, there was a shortage of rice in India. Instead of closing the shop, Mr. Egna Narayana Maya, fondly known as Egnappa, Mr. Egnappa, experimented with semolina or Rava to create a new version of idli. So that's how the Rava idli was born. A steamed semolina cake made with yogurt, curry leaves and spices. It became an instant hit and remain one of our most loved dishes even today. This story is such a great example of MTR spirit, innovation born from necessity but always staying true to tradition.
After his travel to Europe, Yagnaba was fascinated with everything French. The sweet he invented resembled a layered French pastry, and he initially called it the French sweet, but it didn't sell. Then an idea struck him. He changed the name to Chandrahara after a movie by the same name, running at the same time in the cinema hall nearby. And voila, it was an instant hit with the patrons and treated as royalty. To this day, Chandrahara remains a trademark MTR dessert. The freshly brewed filter coffee too acquired a loyal following. Perhaps his passion for the brew made Yagnapa, the founder, go to the extent he did to get it right. In those days, when buying coffee powder was easier, he meticulously chose the bean so that there was no loss of flavor. The coffee is mixed by pouring it 4 times from one cup to another at a distance of a yard. At MTR, we call it the 4 yards of coffee. To make the experience enduring, silver cups were used to serve coffee topped with precisely 1/4 of an inch of froth.
Filter coffee, roasted daily from a single estate in Karnataka, using buffalo milk for richness, not in Thailand. It's a strong, aromatic and nostalgic. So Indian food has evolved in presentations, but the soul remains the same. 100 years ago, everything was cooked from the scratch using the local, seasonal ingredients and traditional utensils. South Indian special meals, Thai, a full vegetarian meal featuring a balance of flavors, tangy, spicy, sweet and savory, with dishes like sambar, rasam, kosumbari and paisam. Each dish represents a piece of Karnataka's culinary heritage, prepared just the way it has been since 1924.
Definitely I will suggest this having meal to fulfill the to me.
At MTR even today our recipes follow those same principles. Fresh ingredients, slow cooking and zero compromises on quality. So we have modernized our kitchens and processes but never the recipe or flavors. I am from actually Bangalore. So presently I located in Thailand in a Bangkok restaurant, MTR restaurant, MTR 1924. The Indians who visited here most they love to order dosa and our idli, and they go for the thalis. We have thali which is introduced on mini meals and special mini meals. Yes, of course it is like authentic Indian restaurant. Definitely, every bite here takes me back to my hometown in India. So the flavors, the aroma of sambar and ghee, the warmth of filter coffee, it's pure nostalgia. Working here feels like being at home, away from home. MTR isn't just a restaurant, it's a legacy that we carry forward every day. When guests say they love our food, it means they felt that same warmth and authenticity that's been a part of MTR for over 100 years.
In 1968, Yagnana Rayana Maya passed away, handing over the mantle to his nephew Harish Chandra Maya, and the legacy continues with the third generation in the present.